This is a very important topic that a lot of you people have requested. I thought today is the best day to take it up. I'm quite chilled out and relaxed. And the topic is lust. Okay. How do we overcome lust? I have actually made a video on this, I think about 2-3 years ago. You can go check it out. I was taking a walk through Sanjay 1, and that's when I made that video in detail. First of all, let's try to understand what lust is. Lust is not the need to cheat. Lust is not the need to go outside your marriage or your relationship and feel needed or to dominate. That's actually not what lust is. Lust, and this is where I always say that when you understand something, it stops having power over you. But when you don't understand it, you only fear it. Lust is that chaotic primal force that is within all of us. It's in our DNA. Okay? You cannot decode it from your DNA, because if you decoded it, like if you decoupled it from your DNA, the world would probably stop reproducing. Humanity would fall off the hill. That's what you have to understand. As civilized as you want to be, as civilized as we all want to be, we have to face the facts. Thousands of years ago, our ancestors, right, they were killing each other just to have the right to mate. Animals still do that in the wild. So there's no way that you can decouple lust from yourself. But what it represents today, in this day and age, it represents that chaotic aspect of our personality, of our psyche. That chaotic aspect, which does not want to be contained, which does not want to be put into structure, which just wants to do its own thing, which wants to feel alive. And this need to feel alive is different for every individual. For some, it flows from a creative space. For others, it flows from a space of having an overstabilized life. And for a few others, this can be a variety of things, like never having had the luxury to take your own decisions. We do live in, lives like that, families like that, right? Where all of your decisions have been taken by your parents and your family from a very young age. You've never really truly even chosen your partner. You were just told this is who you're going to marry, right? So once you look at lust from that perspective, that this is a primal creative aspect of your psyche that just wants to break free, now you will look at your lustful moments in a very different way every time they arise. You know why that is? That's because this chaos that arises from deep within, that needs an expression, you can channel it into many different things. This is actually the source of your Kundalini energy. Okay? Kundalini energy is what? It's sexual energy transmuted to make it more viable, to make it more constructive. That's what it is. So when you encounter feelings of lust, don't be afraid. Understand. Okay, I think I've been pushing myself too much to, force myself into a structure, a routine. My body at a primal level wants to break free. What can I do? Go on adventures, man. Go to Machu Picchu. Or if you cannot afford to go that far, go on a trek in the mountains, camp. My God. Camping in the wild can be better than sex. I'm telling you that. Seriously. If you have a taste for it, that's something that you should try. Camping in the wild, fresh air, building a fire, having conversations under the stars. If you don't have friends, find a group. There's tons of things that you could do. You could pour that into art. You could pour that into music. You could pour that into your body. Okay? Look better. Not through surgeries, etc. No. Actually using that fire as a furnace. Not using that, not succumbing to that fire. Not being scared of that fire. Awareness of that fire is what helps you transmute it. This is why you have so many, unfortunately, spiritual gurus who fall from grace. They appear very spiritual on the outside, and then you see them involved in cases of sexual misconduct and sexual harassment down the line. Why? Because they keep trying to bury this deep within themselves. They keep trying to hide it. They never reconcile themselves with, at a primal level, who they are. You know, the world puts them, it fixes them into an identity, and they start living from that identity until one day it breaks, it shatters. So now that you understand what it is, you have to learn how to sit with it. You have to learn how to transmute it. Okay? Once you start doing that, my God, it's going to be your best friend. Okay? Why? Because the need to be seen, the need to be loved, the need to be desired, the need to break free from the boundaries, the need to break free from structure. My God, this is what gives meaning to life. It's sacred. You just have to learn to recognize it. See, I fast on Mondays, right? In India, it's the culture. Everybody fasts on some or the other day, you know? And this is something that I would actually advise to people who are not Hindus even. Pick up one day as a day of fasting. That will reveal so much about your psyche to you. You cannot imagine. Why? Because fasting on Mondays, does that mean that I don't feel like, having a waffle? Does that mean that I don't feel like having a nice burger throughout the day? Does that feel like I don't miss having even a sprout chart? Not at all. I absolutely feel that way. By the evening, in fact, I'm thinking, as soon as I'm done with my prayer and everything, what kind of Jain thali am I going to order? Why? Because you cannot have garlic and onion, right? Even if you're opening the fast. So that's not bad. That's not bad at all. In time, you develop a harmony with it. In time, you understand, okay, this is normal. This is normal. But Mondays is actually where I do my most balanced spiritual work, because I know that day, wow, I'm in a complete state of recognition, dissociation from desire. That's the key word here. Lust is only a problem if you don't know how to dissociate yourself from it. If you feel consumed by it, if you don't understand its origin, if you don't understand what it's trying to tell you. When you recognize all of that, man, even your shadow side is a part of you. It's just a shadow side. It is you. Okay? So I hope this helps. Tell me in the comments what you think. Hari Om.